so here is the Tian showcase. So the first thing I want to state is that most of this testing was done on the test server. And due to that, there is a lot of input lag. We also tried to simulate what an average Volt main might have on the live server. So you might be able to do more damage than what is shown here. But I will include the damage values that Kawasa gets on the live servers as well. But I want to give a special thanks to Kawasa. Be sure to check him out on Twitch over at Muwasa Gaming, and Kazor. These two were essential in helping me test these characters. On top of that, I have to give a shout out to Ridley, greatest Discord moderator, who helps keep me on schedule. So now let's talk about Tian's playstyle. He is your hyper carry who is on field all the time, dodge attacking. You mainly want to focus on trying to discharge with Tian because he has a very high damage multiplier. Rotating with Nemesis using her discharge so that way you can get that increased attack plus those heals. And taking advantage of the superconduct stacks for a higher star Tian. And you can use Lens discharge to group up enemies for challenges like Bygone. Also, Tian has a very high shatter rating, having the highest shatter out of any Volt character in the game, which Volt desperately needs. So now let's talk about the cons. So when you use a Volt skill or discharge, you're going to lose some health. Now, Tian does get a damage boost from this, but you do run the risk of getting one shot. This is one of the reasons why I think you want to at least try to get Tian to A3 so that way you can get hyper body, so at the very least, you're not going to be able to get knocked around. And since you desperately need that healing, you need to have Nemesis at the very least A1 for those extra heals. Or you're waiting for Fenrir, who will replace Nemesis or could replace Lyn. Alright, now let's get to the fun part, the DPS calculations. So this is what we are working with. A little over 11,000 crit and 20,000 Volt attack. So now let's talk about the old comp, which consisted of Lyn, Nemesis, and Crow. With Lyn using a 3-star 4-piece Lyn, Nemesis using a 3-star 4-piece Nemesis, and Crow using a 3-star 2-piece Shiro, 3-star 2-piece Samir. And the max damage they were able to reach in a minute and 30 seconds is 53 million. But if you've been enjoying this so far, I would greatly appreciate a like so that way this can spread more on YouTube. Now for the Tian comp, which consisted of Lyn, Nemesis, and Tian. With Lyn using a 3-star 4-piece Lyn, Nemesis using a 3-star 4-piece Nemesis, and Tian was tested all the way from his 0-star using no matrices all the way up to his 6-star using his 3-star 4-piece matrices. We also tested 3-star 2-piece Shiro and 3-star 2-piece Samir. So here are the results of the Tian comp in a minute and 30 seconds. 0-star Tian was able to pull out 33 million. With his 0-star 4-piece, he was able to pull out 42 million. And with a 3-star 2-piece Shiro, 3-star 2-piece Samir, 45 million. 1-star Tian was able to pull out 35 million. With his 0-star 4-piece, he was able to pull out 45 million. And with a 3-star 2-piece Shiro, 3-star 2-piece Samir, 47 million. 3-star Tian was able to pull out 40 million. With his 0-star 4-piece, 48 million. And with a 3-star 2-piece Shiro, 3-star 2-piece Samir, 50 million. 5-star Tian was able to pull out 44 million. With his 0-star 4-piece matrice, 51 million. And with a 3-star 2-piece Shiro, 3-star 2-piece Samir, 52 million. 6-star Tian was able to reach 46 million, and with his 0-star 4-piece matrice, 56 million, beating the previous old comp. In a 3-star 2-piece Shiro, 3-star 2-piece Samir, 60 million. 6-star Tian with a 3-star 4-piece matrice was able to pull out 63 million. But when we gave Tian DPS matrices, gave Nemesis Tian matrices, and had Lyn keep her own, he was able to reach 65 million. And on the live server, using the same comp, Kawasa was able to reach 85 million. And here is a 30-second rotation. And now for the disclaimer / notice sections. And the first thing I want to bring up is the testing environment. I already mentioned that this was on the test server, and since it was, there is a lot of input lag, which really hurts Tian because his main playstyle is dodging. The top damage on the test server with the Tian team was 65 million, whereas on the live version was 85 million. On top of that, for the DPS matrices, we use Shiro and Samir, but Crow is better than Shiro as long as you have a 70% crit rate, but we can't simulate this with the Cactus because the Cactus cactus never goes under 60% health. The second thing is that you need a healer, so I strongly recommend that you either have an A1 Nemesis or you consider rolling for Fenrir in the future, which most likely will replace Nemesis or could replace Lyn if you want to do a pure Volt team. The last thing I would say are matrices. Tian's matrices are very strong, especially since they work in the background and they also phase out Nemesis. Or in the future, I think you're going to most likely be using Tian, Fenrir, and Lyn's matrices, but if you go for the pure Volt team, Nemesis could replace Lyn. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this and consider subscribing. I do daily videos on Tower of Fantasy to help prevent you guys from making mistakes in the game.